Hi guys, welcome. We are doing a prenatal, so pregnant friendly yoga class today. This is great for any trimester. You don't need any props, but if you do want to have like a bolster or block to have nearby to help you, please do. So we're going to start in this seated position. Feel free to rest your wrists over the knees and close your eyes. Let's sit up nice and tall through the spine. Exhale, roll your shoulders down. Feel free to roll them a few times any way that feels good. And then tilting the neck a little to the left and to the right, from side to side, in your own rhythm. And then coming back to neutral, tucking the chin, nodding back and forth. Still maintaining that nice long posture. Beautiful. And then bringing your hands to your baby or belly and place your hands there wherever you like. Be absolutely any position. Notice, depending how far along you are, where their body might be positioned, and don't worry if you've got no idea. Just a little mindfulness. The further along you are, you might be feeling some kicks now. Our little baby girl has definitely been kicking around like crazy. Relax the shoulders while you're holding your hands to your belly. I'd love you to connect with their energy, him or her or multiples. Connect with them as a beautiful human being, growing safely and contently within your womb. Is there anything that you can sense? Any movements you can feel? I'd love you to send loving energy to your baby. I'd love you to send loving energy and unconditional love to your baby right now. You might like to place your left hand to your heart in doing so. Imagine there's a golden string, almost like an umbilical cord, attached from your heart to your baby, like an energetic cord. Know that this cord will always be attached, even when your baby is born. As they grow older into their teenage years, it might start to fade. But you as the mother will always have that extra special bond with you and this baby. Take in 3 more loving breaths and send it to your little love. Maybe bring a smile to your face in doing so. And then you can bring your hands back to your knees. Gently open the eyes. Let's come into a couple of yoga poses. So while we're still in this seated position, we're going to take some spinal twists. So nice and gentle, not forceful. With your arms, let's inhale, reach wide and high if you've got the space. Turn to your right side first. Exhale into that twist, right fingers behind you, left hand to the right knee. Turn the neck as well, just a little twist, doesn't have to be much. As this feel through the spine. Maybe a little more challenging to breathe the further along you get. Just maintain that longer breath wherever you can. Last breath here. Now stay in this twist, but with your right hand, we're going to inhale it up to the sky, and then think of leaning over towards your left knee. So big side stretch here. Hold that there. So we're still holding on to the knee with your left hand. Two breaths here. And then we can inhale, reach both hands up to the sky. Exhale, twist to your left side. Long spine, but soften the shoulders. Last breath here before we take that overhead reach. So staying in this twist, but with your left hand, start to reach it up to the sky. Exhale, lean over towards your right knee. Just a little, it doesn't have to be much. You want to still be able to breathe and maintain that breath while holding the pose without squashing baby. The further along you get, the more challenging this will be. So hold on to that knee nice and tightly. Last breath. Always make that last breath a big one. Inhale, you can rise up and then bring both hands to your ankles. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. So bring those soles of the feet together, nice big breath in. We're going to lean forwards a little bit here. Now your feet are quite a distance in front of you here, so we don't want to have our feet too close for this one. It's going to be more of a back and hip stretch. Breathe in again, wriggle those hips forwards, almost like you're trying to poke your bum behind you. And then you can lean forwards as much as you like here. So you can place your hands or arms on top of the legs. If anyone does want to, excuse me, you can place the arms underneath your calves if that feels okay. Otherwise, just stay up nice and tall here. Let's melt into this cobbler pose for a little while. Think of every exhale sinking into the pose. Relaxing the knees and the hips here. Relaxing the back, and even the neck. Feel free to do some little movements with the neck. We'll take 3 more breaths in our cobbler pose. And we'll inhale, bring yourself back up. I'm going to come over onto the knees now. So hands and knees. We're going to do a couple of cat-cow poses. So spread the fingers, ground into those fingers and the wrists. Inhale to lower the belly. Remember to keep your tummy braced here. Don't let bubs hang down. Lift the chin. And then exhale, we're going to hug baby all the way in towards the spine. Use those abs. Press your back high as it can go. And then inhale back to as far as comfortable to cow pose. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Option to add in pelvic floor work for our last 3. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor as we come into cat. Inhale back through cow to soften the pelvic floor, don't push. Exhale cat, lift that pelvic floor again. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, back to cow, or just a neutral spine even. Come down into a kneeling position if that's comfortable for you. And then we're going to interlace our fingers behind the back. We don't want to dip out through the belly or lower back too much, so hug bubs in. Think of straightening your hands down towards the mat. Roll those shoulders down, open through the chest. So we're keeping our chin a little bit tucked here. You might already feel this through the chest and shoulders if you're tight there. This is also a really good postpartum pose to do too, because especially if we're bottle or breastfeeding, often we're rounding through the shoulders like this and the upper back. So keep this in mind. Beautiful little chest opener. Now if you want to, for our last couple of breaths, bring those hands further away from the back. Good, strong arms, shoulders down, chin tucked still. Think of hugging baby in, try not to bow the belly too much. Last breath. Beautiful, relax those arms, and then we're going to come into child's pose. Now this is where bolsters might come in handy. Otherwise, just widen your knees as wide as you'd like to go. You can stack your fists if you want to rest your head onto them. Otherwise, you can just rest your arms out in front. So let's come on down to child's pose. Wriggle those hips nice and low towards the mat. Let your forehead ground onto something, whether it be the mat, bolster, or something else. Relax your shoulders. Take a couple more breaths here. We'll slowly rise back up. If you do want to take a little longer there, feel free to. Otherwise, we'll come up to any seated position that's comfy for you. Just take a little bit of mindfulness, hands to prayer pose. Close off those eyes and bring your hands to your heart. I'd love you to take a moment and find what you're grateful for today. Using those words, I am grateful for whatever it is, something different to what might typically pop up into your mind. I'm grateful to have had a wonderful traditional Chinese medicine appointment this morning. I feel great for it. So that is what I'm grateful for. Thank you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day or evening. Namaste.